Sagittarius, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you and the upcoming events for you. So, let's start with your messages. Okay. Wow. There is definitely so much that you might not know about. So much happening underneath the surface, which hasn't been revealed to you yet. But as you see, especially right here at the end of the reading, it's going to be revealed to you all at once. First of all, this magician is really telling me that there is a huge amount of passion between you and someone who you're thinking about. This card represents chemistry, pure animal attraction with someone. But at the same time, what I see is that this connection, whether it's something that it's happening, it's ongoing right now, or maybe has happened in the past, was made of two people who had two different love languages. And we see it right here. We see an emperor and a queen of wands, in fact. It feels like one person's heart was completely open, but the other one instead was very rational, very logical, and sometimes even cold. Here you see the different approach, the different love languages. And what you see here is that perhaps things have changed in time. At first, love at first sight, being in the right place at the right time. The two of you might have met in a very random way, but it felt right. And this card suggests that at first, both of you were being very proactive in reaching out, in making sure that this connection would grow. But perhaps right now, recent events are bringing doubts. There is something that is just not really convincing you, and you're not sure if maybe it's just in your head or if something has actually changed between the two of you. And this question, it's something that you feel you need answer on, because you do not want to be manipulated into a situation that does not meet your expectations. And so right here, the Queen of Wands, it's definitely telling us that this is your usual element, Sagittarius. You're confident, you're optimistic, you're happy, and overall determined, not afraid to take risks. But now these energies right here might be lowering your confidence, creating insecurities, feeling insecure and not important perhaps for this person, jealous at times. You might have had the urge to look at their phone because you overall feel suspicious. How does someone change like this? It just doesn't make sense. Regardless of what's happening on the other end, and we'll look into it, you do not like this new you. You do not like the way this person is making you feel right now. You just wish you could be honest to each other, because you know that honesty always draws you closer. And so right here, you might be struggling because of this emperor energy. Someone who is not expressing their feelings, someone who doesn't show emotions, or at least not in the way they used to. And keep in mind that the emperor, it's still showing that this person has a lot of love for you. There is love here, but for some reason, the love language has changed. Maybe this person all of a sudden calls you by your name instead of calling you baby or my love, anything that they were using before. This is someone who maybe is not messaging as much, who's always busy, and whose actions are definitely confusing you right now. You are starting to wonder, perhaps, am I happy here? Is this where I'm meant to be? Is this the person that I'm meant to be with? And overall, I see right here with this upcoming Seven of Swords that you might be starting to change your strategy as well. Here, first of all, you're being strategic, whereas instead before, you were just going with your passion, with your feelings, with what felt right at the moment. Whereas instead, you might be thinking about how your actions today might impact certain events and certain outcomes. So right here, you are yourself being distant from this person. If you see something that you don't like, you're not going to tell them, you're going to keep it for yourself, and you're going to pretend that everything is fine. Right here, you might even block them, or just overall not having any more expectations from them. First, because, of course, you are confused. But second, because you want to send a clear message to this person. If you do not meet my needs, I will find a way to meet them somewhere else, in some other way. You're wanting to let them know that they're not essential, and that if they don't contribute to this connection the same way that you do, then you're out of the door. You don't need to be with someone just for the sake of being with someone. And right here, I just see that you feel way too out of character. And so regardless of what's going on, regardless of the truth, you are starting to feel not very much involved into this connection anymore. You do not like yourself being so untrusting. You want love to be a positive addition to your life. And so right here, we see that you are going to perhaps start giving up on this person. And you think that you might be the only one having a hard time figuring out what to do here. But this Nine of Swords suggests otherwise. You think that this person might not be really invested, that they might not be very interested. But what we see here, it's very different. This person, yes, on the surface, look, right next to it, they show control and they show someone who's confident, but underneath, they're a mess. They're afraid to lose you. And they know that that's the next thing if it hasn't happened already. Right here, what I'm seeing with the Nine of Swords is usually someone who self-sabotages, someone with a lot of anxiety, maybe even ashamed of a trauma, something that has happened in the past that right now it's impacting how they feel and what they do today, but they do not want to admit it to themselves, let alone admitting it to you. So they always want to be in control, and there is something hidden that you don't know about them. Right here, I see someone who's having a very hard time being vulnerable and putting themselves in a position where they need someone. Because, at least from what I'm seeing so far, and we will clarify very soon, because this person, I think from their upbringing, back to their family, they were responsible for most things around the house. This is someone who maybe is taking care of their mom, is taking care of someone in their family, and they are in that role with the Emperor. People need me, I do not need people. And that message, that belief got so deep into their soul that whenever they start falling in love, perhaps like we see here, deep attraction, love at first sight, they at some point push it away. But there is a cycle that it's coming to an end. Something that definitely is going to cause some turmoil that hasn't happened yet. Right here, we see that someone needs to end something in order to come in alignment with this beautiful connection. And they didn't yet. But perhaps the Seven of Swords coming from you, it's going to serve as a wake-up call for this person who definitely needs one of those events, one of those wake-up calls. Right here, we see that you're just also ending something. You're not trying anymore. And this is going to make you stronger because You are overall tired of misunderstandings, tired of fighting. You just want for things to be easy, as love should be. This has taken a toll on you, and now you're just decided that you've had enough. I did my part. End of relationship. Now, we see how here you might block this person, or just emotionally you're shifting the focus on yourself, and something is coming in. With death, you always let something go to make room for something else. And so let's see what we have next. The Moon and the Four of Pentacles, and this Moon reversed is exactly what we were saying at first. There are an ocean of things here that you don't know about, but they are going to be revealed to you after this wake-up call that we see with the Seven of Swords and death right there. Someone now is finally forced to confront the issue because you have left or are about to. The Moon reverse talks about facing fears, talking through misunderstandings, what is real, what is an illusion, coming from a place where you cannot distinguish up from down and having a lot of mental confusion, but now someone claims to know what they want. And also what we see here is that they are coming in with clarity. They're going straight to the point. They have an issue and they're going to tell you about it right away. The fact that now are reaching out, it's definitely giving you an insight into their patterns. The fact that they are taking one step closer to you, it's proving to you that this person does care, but they are afraid of lose control. They're self-protective. They definitely care about you. They do love you. And perhaps, as we were saying, they get distant when they fall in love. Does that sound as a contradiction? Yes, of course it does. But if you look into the context of the situation, it makes sense. So with this Ace of Pentacles, I also see a promise. A promise that perhaps you're going to make to yourself, or that this person is going to make to you. This is very unexpected, actually, because it's taking this situation from a very confused places to a very stable one. This feels like a contract. We have to see what this Ace of Pentacles is, but it's going to be definitely beautiful. This is a time of redemption for you, and something that they haven't told you yet, but they're going to reveal to you very soon. This Hermit right here as well, realizing that this is meant to be, that the two of you are supposed to be together, and that all the fears and all the doubts just do not matter. So let's see, with this Moon reversed, what is going to be revealed to you. And of course, I want to look into this Ace of Pentacles, trying to understand what this person is going to promise to you, what this person wants to do next, what they see for the future of this relationship. And then we will see how you'll react and how this connection would evolve if you were to give it a chance. Let's look into all of this. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Sagittarius, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute reading. The reading is live. I don't record them. We talk face-to-face on webcam, so get ready for that. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Sagittarius. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the future situation is absolutely beautiful. This is exactly what you were looking for. This is exactly what the situation needed. You remember when we were saying this person has to let go of something to come in alignment with this situation, with this connection, and here it is. Exactly what you needed. The King of Swords is usually someone who can be easily compared to the emperor right here. Someone who is distant, who is protective, someone who doesn't show too much of their feelings, who is not very much vulnerable because they feel that given their life path, that's something that it's not good. It's not going to take them to success and to happiness. But obviously, with this card showing up reversed, they are dropping that. They are letting that go so that they can come in alignment with you. Please, this is not something that it's easy to do. Don't feel like someone can just make a decision overnight and say, all right, from tomorrow, I am going to be this new person. Your presence in their life, your existence overall, it's giving them the motivation and the fuel needed, the power needed in order to do this. And what comes next could be really, really beautiful for you. But let's see what exactly they are letting go of, what it's going to be revealed to you, what their true feelings are, what their true intentions are for the present, but also for the future. Let's see if this transformation is going to be permanent, or if eventually perhaps this person is going to be back to that emperor energy. How would this connection evolve if you were to give it a chance? Let's look into all of these messages, starting from what is going to be revealed to you in the near future. Let's clarify the moon reversed and the Four of Pentacles. Oh. This is going to be mind-blowing for you. Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. The things that you don't know, Sagittarius. As we were saying at the beginning of the reading, there is an ocean of things that you don't know about this situation. And now they're all coming up. First of all, what we see is this